I'm getting that paternity test. I'm getting that prenup. I was reading up on the prenuptial, bro, and you can design your own prenuptial agreement.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that shit.
You can do that.
And when I was reading through the article, Kim and Kanye designed their own prenuptial.
Yeah, well, it seems like Uti, because I think now there's rumors they might be getting divorced.
Might be divorcing,
but it seems like it's so complex and how things are going to be divided. So that's what's actually people are thinking is holding up the divorce. Yeah,
but for them, I doubt it's going to be difficult. It's just a matter of wealthy people. Those guys are not rich anymore. They're wealthy. It's just
of course.
They're ironing out, if they are getting the divorce, they're ironing out a few details.
Yeah.
You know, the nigga was buying her stock at Disney. Was it Disney or April?
For a present or
for
something.
A present
but I mean, she also did good for him because when he was broke, she's the one who put up the money.
Was he broke or
he was in debt?
Yes.
So. But still,
she was there.
The fact stands. She's the one who put up the money for him to actually reverse that and actually start making money.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like with them, and the way they describe their the prenup, they set it up like perfectly for them. They're just ironing out. You know, it has that thing of with accrual or without accrual.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they just ironing out that part. Of their agreement. It shouldn't be a problem. You just where the kids are going to stay, things like that. So when kids are involved, it's always
but it's for me, right? It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Right. Uguti. Let me press this. It's kind of scary. Uguti. Oh, actually not scary, but funny, because there was a time, I think last year, when Forbes had said Kanye is not a billionaire.
Yeah.
And he actually wrote back and he was trashing them out. So now if they had to divorce and hypothetically say it's half, then it's back not to being a billionaire anymore.
Now he's not like really a billionaire.
Exactly. So I'm sure folks can come back and it's like, yeah, nigga.
We told you.
But you know what, bro? Like, I wish Kanye the best, bro. That guy is super creative.
That guy is
super creative.
A little cuckoo, but still.
Yeah. Well, every genius has got some craziness in them. But I mean, the way the guy has actually built himself up, and a lot of people have got merch, like artists and stuff like that. He's got a brand, and it's not. It's comparative to the big brands. It's not like a brand, Fanajango Rockaway or something, which was just maybe for the hip hop guys. And also it wasn't dominating hip hop.
Kanye is dominating the world.
Do you get what I'm saying? So
I
like wish him the best, man. And one of my favorite artists, he changed the game with his albums, man.
Come on. The nigga, that guy, look. He came through, made it acceptable for niggas to wear pink polos.
Do you get my point? So, in terms of what happened before Kanye came in hip hop, how people were dressed, and how they dressed after Kanye came, it was a distinct difference.
Yeah,
you understand? And so that impact, even we talk about now the music side, before how the type of music that was being sampled compared to what the music was being sampled after, Kanye started dominating, so, yeah, man.
Definitely changed the game.
Yeah, man, big ups to Kanye, and hopefully, if it is true that they're divorcing, it's not strenuous, they've got a family, hopefully it's quick and doesn't disturb the kids much, man,
Yeah, I mean the Kanye kind of side of things, like, remember I told you I was in the dog box with my girlfriend?
Yeah.
I'm still in that.
What up and down? You haven't fixed it?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I was playing around with her neighbor, who also happens to be my primary school ex.
Yeah.
Have fun, have front door neighbor. And I was, when you're fooling around on Facebook, telling her I was gonna marry her, blah, 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 blah. She saw the conversation.
You were saying this to the neighbor?
Yeah. Who happens to be the ex?
Yeah.
So yeah, I fucked
You
up.
got your
with
life
that
cover sorted.
I fucked up with that one. I saw it after. Like I was being disrespectful, and I was being disrespectful to my girlfriend. But then, when you are in the moment, you're just playing around. She knows that I'm dating a neighbor, right? And there's nothing between us. But someone once said to me, sometimes females are not like pissed at us if we do something wrong. Yeah. For the thing that you're doing wrong, right? Yeah. It's that it's either you yourself are making yourself happy, or someone else is actually making you happy. The idea. So
that's issue.
The idea of her neighbor is this putting a smile on my face or something like that.
Exactly. So your happiness, they're in charge of your happiness. So if you are now like getting happiness from somewhere else, then they're like, this nigga,
Oh yeah, now I
So it's not so much the act. Well, that's what I got told. It's not so much the act.
Now I see, even when you get to be on your phone, and smile at your phone, they get mad at it.
Of course.
Who's making you?
Of course, you could be looking at a meme of Zumba or cereal or something like that. It'd be like, why is this guy happy? And I'm not making him happy.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I get it. Yeah.
So yeah, man. But anyway, this is episode 213. Actually, saying it 213. Episode 13. Yeah.
Second of 2021.
Yeah, I think that's where the 2 comes from, eh?
Yeah.
Bailed me out there. Bailed me out, man. It's a bailout money. Anyway, this is the second episode of the year, and it's episode 13. And this is a takeover, bitches.
Drop that shit.
The buttons are not working. There we go. They're working now. All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, man. A lot has been happening. I just want to, the first story that came across my timeline was Stogie T, who's actually partnered with Channel O on his, during quarantine he was doing those, what is it?
Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah. Freestyle Fridays. And those things were dope, man. I used to watch them every Friday, and he was getting a lot of MCs. At some stage, he was getting MCs from overseas. So I'm really happy for this, and especially because, as hip hop, I think we need a lot of media around hip hop to actually get it back to where it belongs. So Stogie T, OG, I don't know how you feel about that, but me, I'm happy, man.
I'm ecstatic. I love it, and I just hope he's going to own the content.
Yeah.
I just hope it's a partnership. He's not employed.
Yeah.
And I saw the trailer you sent me of the whole thing. He has this MCs under a light or so, like a cage or thingy, right? I just hope it gets to a point where if he's not feeling you, he switches off the light on you.
So like I remember there used to be this show, I think Survivor or something.
Yeah.
Where if you get kicked out of the island, they like
I hope he does that. Like, because the trailer, he has niggas like, you have a nigga in a box like so.
Yes.
And there's a light on top of him, right? And he's standing there like listening to you.
Yeah.
I hope like if you a whack nigga or your bars ain't up to there, like he just switches off the light.
Well, funny enough, on your first point, which was you wish he owns the content, I actually saw that because I think he also had sort of like, I don't know if you want to call it a show or sort of like content that he used to create where he used to say verse of the month.
Oh yeah.
So that was on Slicker
online
on live, but now supposedly he's starting his own platform, which is going to be a podcast platform. I think something about culture platform or something like that. So it hasn't started as far as I know.
Still playing.
Yeah, but you know, it's interesting when you say he must own his own content. I think that's where he's going, with that type of thing. You know, so yeah, man, Stogie's been moving.
No man, I see a lot of these rap niggas going into the content creation, and they're very successful. Cause I know Kuli got into it with the originators, aka got into it with the Bry Show. Nigga was getting plus minus 2 million views.
Yeah, on SAPC.
On SAPC.
Yeah.
I mean, like, come on.
Yeah.
So, and Stogie getting in also in there.
Yeah, he's with Channel O. So.
With Channel O, yeah. So, isn't with it's Cooley with Trace.
Yeah, Trace.
But
Trace.
Are they owned by the same company?
No. Trace, because I know there's Trace Africa and Trace
Urban.
I think there's also Trace Gospel.
Trace is Comcast, right?
Yeah, I think so. But because Channel O is actually multi-choice.
Oh,
so,
multi-choice.
But I know that multi-choice is just licensing Trace. You understand?
Okay.
So
I hope all these niggas and all these legends, they own that content.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I think I also saw something with Nadia Nakai somewhere in MTV Base. She's also doing some interview type of show, interviewing hip hop guys or something like that. So
come on, Nadia.
Why not?
No, look, you can't be a rapper and then go interview other rappers.
But Stogie's gonna do it.
Stogie is giving up and coming MCs who are based on like bars, who are not getting the shine.
No, but on that show, if you saw that,
the trailer, also gonna have
it's actually performances
and
interviews.
But then Stogie is not an up and coming or trying to be hot.
Maybe he's actually moving away from the space of rapping.
If you look at it, Stogie is making music for his coffin. He's not trying to get new fans. Nadia's still trying to get hotter than she is right now. Yeah. If you ask Nadia if she has peaked, she'll say no. I haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Of course.
Yeah, she can be moving into that space if you still have more you wanna achieve in the rap game.
Well, I think I watched an interview or something where they were talking to Exhibit in the States, and he actually admitted that doing that show Pimp My Ride was actually bad for his career. So yeah, man. Well, let's see how it pans out, because I think at the moment everyone sees that content is the king. So everyone wants to jump into that space. And we're gonna see who's gonna swim, who's gonna drown.
Yeah,
because it's not an easy space. It's different. It's different. All right. So, and then something else that popped in. I think this actually happened about a week or two back. All right, where
the summers.
Yeah, and I don't understand. So basically, it says without going to the article itself, the Best Kwaito and Amapiano Gqom album category has been discontinued. So it was grouped together.
Yeah.
And now we are pleased to announce the 3 new categories for Summer 27. So the one category is going to be Best Amapiano album, and then Best Gqom album and Best Kwaito album. And I'm not sure, man. I don't know. Where do you want to take this one? I'm not sure. Let me put it that way.
Not sure about what? Separating the
separating
there's 3 categories, or you're not sure about some of the categories in there. Which one is?
No, I'm not sure why they're separating them, because the way I look at it, all these genres, they belong to the same pot. There's a lot of crosses between all 3 genres, right? And so, are you telling me now you're gonna have a rap category for crunk, and then you're gonna have a rap category for what's this guy's doing now? The Screw Boys, Trap, and then now you're gonna have another rap category for drill. Understand? So, I'm not sure about this. I'm really not sure.
You just fucked with my mind.
It goes down to that because
you're right.
These three categories are like cousins and brothers.
Yeah,
you understand. You hear a song, and you there'll be a song that you can't even make out if it's a kompi, if it's a kom or a kwaito, or if it's a kwaito or a mapiano, or a kom and a mapiano. You know, so at what stage are you guys gonna wait for people to submit and say, I want this under kom or I want this under mapiano? Do you get my point?
So you're saying we shouldn't be at that stage where the label has to clearly label that, okay, we are submitting this project for amapiano.
I think it's the same thing though. I think those three genres are the same thing.
Okay, I get what you're saying, right? My only thing is this. My take on this was it's about damn time they separate this. Why? It's because it was a disrespect on the side of Kwaito. Kwaito should have just been kept alone. Leave it. Right? Even though there are no Kwaito albums coming out, even if they're coming out, they're not popping. Right? But leave it. It's a legendary, it's an iconic genre on its own. And this Amapiano and Kom, keep them together.
I think everything should fall under Kwaito. I think once you start separating things, once you start separating them, they've got less impact standing on their own, right? Right now, as we speak, I think I sent you an article last week where even the Nigerian guys are actually claiming Amapiano, right? But if we had grouped it under Kwaito, they wouldn't been able to claim it because Kwaito is unanimous. We actually African. Yes, and we had actually exported Kwaito before. So now we're trying to export Amapiano, and people are claiming it.
So what you're saying is we should have treated Kom and Amapiano the same way hip hop is treating drill, trap, West Coast sound, East Coast sound, and all the sounds.
Imagine
group it as hip hop. They are kids of hip hop.
Yes. Imagine if hip hop had to separate itself. You have flipping like 100 genres. You get my point? And it won't be the same impact.
I get what
you understand? So when our Flow Rider were doing their shit, as much as we were like, dude, you are stepping into pop, but we couldn't. We had to say, okay, you are hip hop.
He's hip hop. Yeah.
Do you understand? And had to give him that.
You're rapping.
Exactly. So for me, I think they going about it in the wrong way, and it's gonna actually lose impact. The genres on their own will lose impact.
Or you could look at it this way. Maybe they're trying to bring back the genres. Maybe we'll get more work, more quality work from the original Kwaito, right? And Amapiano and Kom.
I really think that, like, for instance, Amapiano and Kom are kids of Kwaito,
yeah.
Right?
I fully get that.
The only reason I can see why they're doing this is that there are people that actually complained and said, we're not getting any awards because we are being grouped with these guys who are popular, and we're not getting a shout in. And I'll say to that, if you're doing good music and if you are popping, you can't complain because at the end of the day, for instance, I can listen to one song at a time, right? I can listen to Amapiano or Kom or Kwaito. I'll listen to the one that I like, right? Yeah. And if your one is the one I like, and it's in that group sticks, of, it's going to stick. So I think that's the reason. I think these guys folded under pressure. Somebody said, guys, we don't feel like we are getting recognition. Because I mean, all through, like, honestly, if you look all through genres, if you want to call them genres or sub-genres, they all rap the same. The content is the same. The beats are almost identical. But where are you cutting it, bro? Where are you cutting it?
We already know Gabza the Small is taking everything.
So
Distraction Boys is taking everything in terms of Tom. Is it Distraction Boy? Who else is doing Tom?
Oh man, about babes,
babes, and Mom Pincha.
Understand about Tira and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like when Gom came out, they tried to make it Gom, but in actual fact, it's just Guaido.
That's fast-paced Guaido.
Yeah. So just to finalize this thing, bro, I just think they shot themselves in the foot. There was no need for this thing.
Yeah.
There was no need for this thing. And yeah, man. The next thing that came out, dude, Isbaya is coming to an end.
Would you believe me if I told you I've never seen an episode or a trailer of that show? I know there's a show called Isbaya.
Why is that?
Not my cup of tea.
How do you know?
I don't know.
It becomes difficult when you say it's not your cup of tea.
Okay. Let me be honest. Let me be honest. I thought it's a Zulu show.
Yeah, but what gave you that? If you've never seen it,
people talk.
Nah, come on.
I'm telling you, because I know the storyline.
Look,
I know the storyline because I know there were two families beefing. They own Texas.
No man, that's when it started, dude. Like it's like saying you know the storyline of Generations.
Yeah, I know the storyline of Generations. I can tell you I don't watch Generations, but I can tell you the storyline of Generations. Two business families feuding. Storyline of Isibaya. Two business families who happen to be in Texas, who happen to be Zulu, feuding. And you know the reality of South Africa is the South African tech industry is dominated by Zulu people.
No, look, that being said, all right, it's not really wrong if you're saying that it is based on Zulu culture. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But it's sad that you didn't watch it because
that's a good show.
That show has changed how telenovas are made in SA. It has changed how the pace of telenovas. You remember, you have a storyline where the bad guy is meant to catch the other guy and kill him. It would take like months. Like Spire came in, bro. Everything is like fast paced. Yeah. So you've got the pace of like maybe watching a movie, sort of, but in a telenova format. It introduced new actors and actresses like Abonomza Mumbata. Like, dude,
that's some other thing.
Do you understand? It's really after a while, it's gonna be remembered as one of the pioneers of how we watch music.
So
TV.
you're saying it wrote the blueprint for our current dramas and telenovas.
For sure.
We're getting great content, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Look, you had Umuvango, which was, for me personally, it was like, it's popular, but it was like it was put to the side. I think it's playing on SABC 2 or 3.
2.
So you never had like a strong vernacular-based show in any of the shows, because the strong one was you had Generations, which was like mostly English.
Generations was
understand
English. The one strong soapy or drama was Muvango. Yeah, you're right. It was Muvango, because it was mainly vendor.
Yeah, but it was also like hidden in the corner. You understand that they never put it in front of. You know what they're doing with Uzalo now, right? SAPC. Uzalo
that's another show I've never watched.
It's the biggest show in the country, of course, because of the numbers of SAPC numbers and all of that, and playing in prime slots and stuff like that. But the main point I'm trying to make is Isbaya was actually first offered to SAPC,
and they
passed
on it.
Yeah, SAPC thought it wouldn't work.
Wasn't it too violent?
Not
for SABC, I mean. not for us.
No. They thought that a purely Venek rural-based show that is about like black experiences, not in the suburbs, but Kokasi and in the rurals. They thought it wouldn't work because that show is predominantly in Venek, right? So when they took it to Mzansi, and it actually worked. Mzansi took it, and it worked, bro.
And Jacob Zuma's daughter stole the concept.
Well, sort of like copy and paste type of shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Uzalo is made by Jacob Zuma's
daughter. I remember there was that political shit going on. Yeah,
but inflating the budget and stuff.
But, for me, bro, like I say, it's sad that you haven't watched it because it really reshaped how TV,
South African television stories and South African stories are told. And
how it's done. The cinema, what is it?
Cinematics.
Yeah, like the cameras, the angles, the story, and how much budget was actually put to the show.
Was it the actors or was it the budget? You think?
It's all round. The storylines were brand new. I remember when I was watching it and they were doing these storylines about witchcraft and all of that, which you'd hardly see on SATV. And all of a sudden, within a year, all the other shows were getting into that stuff because they saw people were drawn to it. So for me, I'm kind of sad, but supposedly they weren't getting the numbers anymore to actually carry on. So
hey, the Fergusons are here, eh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they're putting out great content.
Yeah.
Look, they even made a move to Netflix. I mean, they're everywhere.
I heard that. And it's funny, on Twitter, you're always hearing the Fergusons are like the ambitious of TV.
Of TV.
Yeah.
You can...
That,
look, if you stay too long, you'd watch yourself become an enemy.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
but I guess, with everything, not everyone's going to be happy.
Yeah, not everyone. You can't keep everyone happy.
As much as you're going to get haters, but there's always going to be people with maybe justified grievances.
Look, there was one person I respected who left the Fergusons but spoke the truth. Was Rami Chweni.
Yeah. She did a thread on Twitter.
Yeah, she was like, look, it's not that I was badly treated or I was underpaid. This is what I believed I deserved. I deserved this. She laid out the whole thread, giving people an insight into the industry. Managers or be a freelancer, or do corporate gigs, or sign on to a contract. Those kind of things. So if you sign on to a contract to do a season of a show, and they be like, we're gonna give you 300,000 for the whole season. Season is 20 episodes. The show on the third episode picks up, right? Starts raking in multi-millions. You already signed on 300,000. You can't expect the Fergusons to give you extra amount of money while you already signed on to the contract. You agreed on the contract. If you were skeptical about the contract and the show's success, you should have, because when you want to share into the content profits, you have to take less money. Maybe take 100,000 and take 3% of the show. But because we come into the industry hungry, you sign on to the one season 300,000 thingy. The show after 3 episodes, you shot 20 episodes. After 3 episodes, the show moves from 500,000 viewers a night, and the third episode is at 6 million. The revenue is not the same, right? So that's what I think. Maybe people were like, they're underpaying us. They're making millions of this. You already signed a contract.
Look, my basic take is, I think with everything there should be opportunity for things to change once things change. Once what I knew or what I got in and the environment has changed, I got into this environment, it was like this, and afterwards it's changed. I think there should be an opportunity where we can have a chat, because at the end of the day, whether there's contracts or not, there's going to be unhappiness, right? There's going to be unhappiness where you are saying, it's like, for instance, you sign on to a show, which I know is also an issue sometimes, and then people want to take the show and show it in Zimbabwe, right? Should actors get paid for that? Do you get my point? Because the show is not incurring those costs of production, but they're making more money out of the talent.
That one they do get paid, I think.
No. What I'm saying is that is up for debate.
Oh,
because depending on which side you fall off of the contract, do you get my point? So I'm saying the only thing that I'll put up front is that if the environment that we're working in changes, right,
there should be room for open discussion.
There should be room that we can actually chat, right? Otherwise, then there's going to be unhappy people.
You can't please everyone.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you won't please everyone.
Yeah, for sure. But you try and get it to a point where majority is not the one that is complaining.
Yeah.
You try and get it to a point where it's only the minority, and the minority is actually having to really state their case why they're complaining. So it's maybe something that you guys didn't envision before, or whatever the case might be. But like, for instance, content, like we were talking earlier on, content is king. So you know that if you got content, it's important that who owns the content and the people that contributed to making the content, how are they compensated when the environment changes? So when you change the environment from showing it in SA and showing it overseas, the environment has changed. Maybe we need to have a conversation.
In terms of when you say conversation, what are you saying? Like when let me just make an example. When NBC or CBS in America buys 5 seasons of Isibaya, right, to broadcast on their channel, they put up 100 million. Right. The actors, obviously, there's going to be a share that goes to the actors.
It's not obvious. That's what I'm talking about.
That's not obvious.
That's not the obvious part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because one of the issues that the Generations guys had when Generations went off air was that Generations was actually being shown in other countries in SADC.
But they were not getting royalties.
Yes.
Oh,
so that was one of the issues that they had. So
pocketing everything.
That issue is from 4 years back. Yeah. So it's recent enough for us to say maybe
it needs to be changed.
There's other areas or other parts of the industry that still practice that way. You understand?
I get you. Yeah, I get you. But then, don't you? What? You know, whenever I see things like this and the Fergusons and how young. I mean, they're in their 50s, but that's still young. How young they are and all this content that they own. Like that's legacy, bro.
For sure. Look, they've worked hard. They've worked hard, and they deserve all they've done, man, or whatever that's coming to them, you know. Yeah. But look, like you say, it's I think with maybe overemphasizing the point, but with content becoming king so much, there's always gonna be space for disagreements and everything.
It's a trial and error.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that it shouldn't be always that people can't speak. There should be room to talk, right? There should be room to talk because everything is moving so fast that no one knows, you know, what's the right, what's wrong, and so like that. But anyway, that's about Aspire. I'm a little bit sad about it, like I said. But hey, man, every good thing comes to an end.
Yeah, man.
I guess, you know. So that's it. The next thing that actually came my way, I actually want to introduce this one with a bit of let's see if I can get it right.
Get it right. Make sure, bro.
Let's see. No. It's not there. It is here. I got it this way. Let's see if I can get it right. Remember this?
Niche.
Man, it's a sad time. It's a sad time. You know when Flavour died, Clap.
Clap song.
Dude.
The clap song.
I think this is probably the most important super rap group we've had. I know we've had TRKS after that.
Yeah.
But as a super rap group and what these guys did, man, monumental.
They opened doors, man.
Monumental.
They opened doors.
When
they wrote the blueprint.
When this guy started and they were blowing up early 2000, right? Right about 2003, 2004, 2005. And at that time, especially like Mausekasi, ubizwa rapper, about yo.
Yeah, they call you yo. We've
about
been called yo.
And these are the guys who are like, no man, it's okay. It's okay to fucking rap your shit. You understand?
Be different.
Be different. Be you. And they gave us that. Confidence.
I think we are probably the last generation to be called yo's. Because right after that, it was a norm.
Well, now they after that, you remember they came up with oh motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
They called them motherfucker.
My own friends used to call me that.
Yeah,
I was the only one who listened to hip hop.
But there's two members from this group who actually passed away, man. Yeah. I felt really, really bad when Flavour died, and this one hit different because slowly a part of your youth is actually just like disappearing in front of you, and you don't really know, you can't do much about it, and you just have to treasure the guys that are left and actually, because I think I heard last year or the year before they were trying to actually do a reunion.
I remember.
I'm not sure how far that went, but it would be actually nice for them to do something before it becomes impossible.
Now I don't think it would be possible with me when they said they were doing a reunion and Flavour left out, Flavour passed on. I was like, it's not happening.
They actually did a song after that.
I know.
Yeah.
There are certain guys who were the glue. I believe Flavour was the glue of the. Yes, Slicker, and you can tell Slicker and Sugar were the defector leaders.
It was like their crew. Their crew.
They were the defector leaders of the group. But you can just tell the guy with the energy, with the life, who gives the group life. The funny guy, the crazy guy was Flavour. He was the glue. So after he passed on, I was like, you're not getting that union.
Yeah. Well, like I say, it's for me, I never think things are too late, but if something happens to more of them, then it becomes more and more difficult to actually create that environment where it feels like it's still quite squatter camp, even though with the because this was like our Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
This
was our
and when Old Dirty died, it changed everything. So I just hope they do something quick. They do something quick, especially for the younger generation. Look, man, these guys were spitters. I know not all of them were like superstars in their own right, but as a group, man, Cuckoo Function, what's that other one? That's something Joint, their first album. what were the albums? I can't even get here. But anyway, I remember Mkuku Function, which was actually the one which stood out for me. So condolences to
Nisha's family.
Yeah, man, and to the Squatter Camp.
Family.
Squatter Camp family, and shout out to Abu Slicker, man. They're still doing something in the industry. Shout out to who's the guy with the glasses again? Sugar Smacks, and the rest of the guys, man. Keep safe, and thank you for giving us good vibes, good energy, and charting the way, I guess, So yeah, man. That's our condolences for today, man. It's sad. It's actually sad for me, bro.
I'm tired of saying rest in peace, bro.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Yeah. Well, while we're there, let's see if we can lift the mood a bit, man. Some of the music that came through, DJ Switch actually came through, and DJ Switch is actually an OG now. He's. I never actually think that he actually blew up at any stage. Like dominates like Abo VG or Speedster, like to be a well-known name. The rappers know them. Like we know him because we follow, but there's other people, like for instance, that don't follow hip-hop that know VG. You get my point? And I don't think DJ Switch got there. I'm not sure why, because he's quite good.
I think it's because he's an introvert. He looks like an introvert. So he's not that guy who, goes out there to make a name for themselves. So he's still on that tip of I'll let my art talk speak for me. Yeah. Because remember when you released Now or Never?
Yes.
That was one of the hardest songs to ever come out of South Africa.
Too much.
That was one of the hardest songs to ever come out of South Africa. But then, do you believe he even went on a press release for that song? Never heard him anywhere. Never saw him advertise it. Like,
but could that be maybe like I don't know if he's within a record label, because sometimes with a record label you can release music.
Yeah, they push it for you.
Or else they don't pump in enough money to actually push the work. Because I know last year, do you know that he dropped an album?
Oh shit, no.
A dope album last year.
I must get it.
So and he did it with like underground guys, Let me see if I can see something here. So he did it with underground guys, and it was well produced. It was proper. He
knows how to put great artists together.
Yeah. So and he's been in the game for a while. That's why I raised that first point that
he's an OG now.
Yeah, he's an OG.
Where did he start?
I think it's from Turban, if I'm not mistaken. It's from Turban, if I'm not mistaken.
No. I mean, I first saw him on that kiddies show. I first got introduced to him on that.
Yes, but he was already a DJ then.
Your TV.
Yeah, but he was already a DJ then.
Was he?
Because he came onto that show, he was older than the rest of the. He was already a DJ then. He was already a DJ. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but look, he's got a song with Chichi Lamaine and what's this kid called here? Taylor. Can't even see his name. But anyway, the song is called Floodgates. It's actually quite a nice song. Let's see if we can get it. It's playing here. Can you hear it? Mm-hmm. It's actually quite a nice song.
Like gating.
Yeah. It's not too heavy on like the beat, on what is happening like currently in hip hop. It's like 5 years ago type of beat. Actually, my verse of the week comes from here. Let me actually just get to it. Listen here. Chichi Lamaine was actually the one who raps first.
No, I mean the hook.
Taylor T. No. I don't know.
Sounds awfully like Dalez.
This is the verse. This is how this guy closes the verse.
I've been so high up, you don't wanna know what's in my white cup. Go tell them niggas tie him up. We ain't got all day, so better wrap it up. I'll be at the nightclub, making sure your girl is hella piped up. And you better come correct, cause you know my voice is always looking night up. Always looking nice from head to toe. But it's somebody ning about 5 to 4. Or your girl a fan, well that's nice to know. She gon' probably hit a nigga at the show. Donang is by and uchwala bubai. Mouth ya pegang ip shy, marang manzimpo. And in this style, when I your cuckoo's tied up and all about the green, man, I'm ready to
go. Hey, that last bar. I'm all about the green and I'm ready to go.
This guy.
I'm not sure.
This sounds like the Les.
Is it?
That's copied the Les.
Yeah, well,
the voice, the delivery sounds like the Les.
Cause it says, it's actually Chichi Lamayne, Pill Boy, and Taylor T. So I'm not sure
which one is
the other two, because I'm not really familiar with the other guys who's singing the last verse and who's singing. But that whoever is rapping that last verse, man.
Cheers.
Shout out to him, man. That verse is kind of nice. It's kind of nice.
It's decent.
Yeah. Well, the last bar, I'm all about the greens and I'm about to go. The standard is low now, bro.
The standard is low now.
Yeah, we have to celebrate every bar we get. You know, otherwise
on the last, I can't get over was it Gigi Lamayne or with Youngster CPT? We played 2 songs from was it Gigi? Who was it from? It was a female rapper from SA. She had Youngster CPT on the one song.
Yeah, I remember that track. But it wasn't Gigi.
Yeah.
It was who did that track popular?
Thingy.
Popular with MT. Because that's a track. It was a remix that we did, and we did Gearbox, which was the track that you're talking about. What's the lady's name, man? I can't remember. But yeah, so that was actually what the first track that I wanted to bring attention to. Now this track, right? It's not really hip hop. It's actually like pop, with a hint of amapiano and a hint of R&B, all right? And why I chose this track is because I think this track has got the biggest chance to actually take amapiano overseas with an SA artist, right? At the helm, not an SA artist featured by Burna Boy, on an amapiano beat. I think this track, because the singing, before I play it, the singing is on par with some of the stuff that you hear from overseas. It's actually, the singing is like you're listening to your pop stars, It's got a rich voice, which is, got an emotion for R&B, and the beat is amapiano, but not that amapiano that is so loud and sort of like kasi, but it's amapiano that is closer to pop amapiano, if ever there was pop amapiano. So, but anyway, let's get to it, man. The song is actually called Getting Late. And that artist is Taylor. All right, let's play Taylor. Where is it now? I had it lined up here. But this is totally dope, man. This is dope. Let's get it playing. So, like, pay attention to the things that I said, right? The beat, the singing.
Tyler's a lady.
You know, it's like Adriana Grande type.
You mean the voice, right?
Well, that's what I said. Pay attention to the voice. Pay attention to the beat. You understand? So it's not that it's
wavy.
Yeah, it's not that my piano that is like so cranky, like sort of like gassy, like it's like polished. No, I'm serious. It's like polished, bro. Listen to it. Listen to it.
I'm listening.
You'll never hear Uma Porisa fucking making this shit.
Wow. What would you say if it was revealed that it's produced by Maporis?
It's not. You can actually go down here and So do you hear what I'm saying? Like, it's got that, okay, so you can hear it's in a piano beat, but it's not that deep piano. It's got that like popish feel.
Very wavy. It's
Yeah,
very wavy.
and the voice takes it to that pop element, and that's what I'm saying. If there was ever a song to transport a piano from SA, especially like to the US or to the UK, this is a shit. This song for me is the one that's gonna take it there, and I wouldn't be surprised if this song it's still growing because it was released last week, but I wouldn't be surprised if the song actually starts reaching
white stations.
Yeah, well, it's gonna do a crossover, definitely. This is a crossover song, definitely.
Gonna hear it on
it's good.
4.7.
You know when if you had to use colors to paint the song, you use your light blue and your light pink. Do you understand? And it's crossover. But the point I was saying is, I think it's got a chance to actually have a similar impact. You know what Big Zulu did with his song this past festive for hip hop? This song for Amapiano, if they get the right money behind it and they promote it the right way, this song can shake it. This song can shake it.
I like it. I like it. I like it better than the DJ Switches song.
Yeah. No, that's why I said I want to bring this song, because it's, for me, breath of fresh air. And you never thought you'll have that with Amapiano where everything sounds the same. This is a breath of fresh air in the midst of people bringing out 3 albums in 3 weeks of 26 songs of Amapiano, and you still get something fresh like that.
With the whole go.
Do you know?
Throughout the album, go.
So I was pleasantly surprised when I ran into the song, when I said, you know what, I need to bring it in. And anyway, there's not a whole lot of shit of music to talk about in hip hop. I don't know what people were doing. I think the alcohol got opened last week or some shit like that. People forgot to press send
to the label,
to fucking submit songs and shit. We've got nothing to talk about besides this song, which was DJ Switch. But yeah, man.
Honestly, who is that guy on that DJ Switch song? The guy that sings the hook.
Which song?
The one you just Floodgates. The one you just played.
Yeah, but I remember I said it's featuring 2 guys, and I don't know which of the 2 is actually.
Tyler is also on it too.
Is actually the rapper, and who the other one? Because you see, it's got
Gigi,
Pill Boy, and Tyler T. So I don't know.
That means it's Pill Boy.
Maybe
it's 2 ladies and just him. Tyler and Gigi are ladies. And it's just
Tyler T is a lady.
Isn't it Tyler the same one
dog.
getting it?
I don't know. What did you put in your water, bro? Lalela. This is a different song.
Oh, Tyler.
This
No,
is a
no, no.
different
I know. I'm just saying
This
the Tyler
is
of getting
different.
it.
Different
Is
to this
is she
Tyler.
different from the Tyler from Floodgate?
The full name here is Tyler T.
Oh, and this one is just Tyler.
Yes.
Oh,
Different,
I get it.
different
I get
even
it.
spellings and
I
all
get
that.
it.
Yeah.
I get it. Oh
So-
shit! I didn't even check the spelling.
So, like I said, I don't know which of the two is actually is rapping and which one is singing. But yeah, man, that's about it for this week, dog. It's a strenuous week. There's nothing much to talk about. I think the big ones, the Stogie T partnership is actually quite good, man.
That's
I love
just
that.
massive.
Yeah,
I'm
love that.
loving that.
And,
I'm all for it.
Yeah. And the Summers, I think there's still going to be a conversation around that because I don't think it's going to be done. I think they just... I see them within the next 5 years actually reversing that decision. To me, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining us. And yeah, that's our show, man, for today, for this week. There's a chance that I'll be, actually not a chance, on Thursday we should be shooting a Zoom call with Abdus.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Okay.
Abdus on Thursday. I was talking to him earlier on, so that is something to look out for, and look forward to. It's going to be our first interview for the channel, and yeah, let's see how that pans out, and actually and see if we can, branch out and actually have more guests. I actually wanted him to come in, but I think he said, he's a little bit uncomfortable with COVID around and shit like that. So, and you have to respect
Zoom,
that. Yeah, you have to respect that. And I mean, I've tested this Zoom setup. It can work. And yeah, so that's something to look out for, our first guest. And one respected OG, man. I respect that man. And I'm sure he's got a lot to say about what's happening now and his journey as well.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to it. So that's our show, man. That's our show. Thank you for joining us.
Till next time, guys.
Yeah, man. This is the Takeover, bitches. We out.
Let's do this.